Welcome to
H-E-T
Cardio Crash Course. Remember, not H-E-B. This week we'll be looking at blood distribution at rest and then how it's redistributed during exercise. Featuring this week's sponsor, Thunder Dungeon. Yep, thank you Thunder Dungeon for supporting our program this week.
We are first going to look at basic important information regarding blood and blood vessels. Blood's main function is to transport oxygen and nutrients in the blood vessels to tissues in our body to support our daily activity. A blood vessel can dilate and constrict in diameter, which is key to redistributing blood throughout the body. This occurs both when the body is at rest and when exercising.
The resting condition of blood flow is lower than when exercising. When we are exercising, our muscles require more oxygen and nutrients. So, blood flow should be focused on working muscles, not internal organs. Redistribution is required really only during exercise, so that the muscle working hard can be supplied with oxygen and nutrients.
So now let's dig deeper into looking at distribution at rest and then redistribution during exercise. During rest, 80% of the blood flow circulating in the body goes to the brain, skin, heart, splanchnic organs, and the tissues, with the majority going to the splanchnic organs.
This is for conditional purposes of keeping the body's organs supplied with oxygen and nutrients to survive, to fight infections, and to maintain body temperature. The remaining 20% goes to your skeletal muscles. Because they're only working to maintain posture at rest, the oxygen demand is lower than if they were moving while exercising. With less oxygen demand, the capillaries, which are very thin blood vessels that help us exchange oxygen and nutrients, are mainly closed. 50 to 80% are open at any one time.
So what magic will happen during exercise?
When we are doing exercise, more parts of the body are active with movements that need oxygen to support. In order to fulfill the increasing demand for oxygen, the blood supplements for the whole body will increase. And how can we realize it?
As we all know, the blood is pumped out by the heart. As soon as we start an exercise, the contraction of the muscle will squeeze the blood flow in the vein back to the heart. We call this muscle pump. And this is also why we call the muscle as the second heart. Now let's look at the splanchnic organ carefully. The blood vessels in splanchnic organs and inactive tissues, which store a large amount of blood at rest, will constrict and send blood back to the heart. We call it vasoconstriction. Accompanied by the muscle pump, the heart gets more blood to pump out. Meanwhile, the heart works harder, it pumps faster and more powerful, so that it can efficiently pump out the increased blood return and send more blood to the body. Also, the vasodilation of active tissues which need more oxygen during exercise acts as the receiver of this increased blood supplement. What are they? First, the large mass of muscle is the major active part during exercise, so they're crying out for oxygen. Let's look at it carefully. As exercise going, most of the capillaries in the working muscles will open its door to welcome more blood, and the arteries in working muscle will dilate to accept more blood. In the end, about 80% of blood flow goes to the working muscles during maximal exercise. As stated before, heart works harder to pump out blood during exercise, so it also needs more oxygen to support the activity of itself. This is why we have a strong feeling of the heartbeat. We also feel hot during exercise, because our body produces a lot of heat from active movements, so the blood will be sent to the skin for cooling down by evaporation. This is why we sweat. In the end, the dilation of these active tissues enlarges the space to accept the increased blood supplement. And remember, brain is the headquarters of our body. We will try everything to protect it from being interrupted. In the end, during exercise, the heart pumps out more blood to skin, muscles, and support itself. Splanchnic organs and inactive tissues will save more blood for others, and the brain is little influenced.
In summary, blood flow matches the demand of oxygen, and the key to blood redistribution is changing the diameter of the blood vessels by either constricting or dilating. At rest, 20% of blood flow goes to the muscles, while 80% to other tissues. In exercise, it flips, where 80% goes to the muscles and 20% to other tissues, so that the muscles can continue to be supplied with oxygen and nutrients to maintain work while exercising. The brain is the one exception to this. Overall, redistribution of blood flow is required really only during exercise, so that the muscles working hard can be supplied continuously with oxygen. Thanks for tuning in today, and be on the lookout for next week's
H-E-T
Cardio Crash Course.